Okay, this is the next part in our Power BI series. In this lecture, we are going to see some data manipulation tasks, right, on the different data. In last lecture, we have seen that about the date column, we have converted a date column into segments of dates. Like we have taken out the date, let's say year, then start of year, start of week, start of quarter, these types, and month name, day name. So this different date part we have calculated using the Power Query Editor. Okay, in this particular lecture we are going to manipulate some other data. Let's dive deep into it. I'll just cancel this. Okay, so to go to the transform tab, go to home tab, then click on the transform tab. You will be directed to the Power Query Editor. In the Power Query Editor, then you go and see different options where you can manipulate the data. So for this lecture, let's start manipulating some customer lookup table and explore some options in the Power Query, right? So first of all, if I see why it is loading, wait, okay. So you see here the total children column. So first of all, when you want to manipulate the data, you should get familiar with the data, right? What kind of data it is. So I have been working on this file, so I knew the data, right? So that I can start by some manipulation task. Okay, so let me teach you about this. So this is the total children column. In this column, we have different counts. So these counts are children count. Okay, so when you see here, when I load more data, it will show me that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are the counts for the total children of a respective customer. Okay, so let's first of all find the null values. How many null values are there? Okay, there is one only, there is single null value, right? So this this is not contributing toward the data analysis part. So what we will do, go to the transform tab, right? Or you can have it in a home tab also. Go to the remove column and sorry, go to the remove rows. You want to remove the null record, right? So that is blank record, blank row. So I can click the remove blank, right? So now the new null record is been removed. Okay, and what is remaining? The count. So what we can do, we can create one column. On that basis, we can have the, okay, I think you can see it now. Oh, I just want to, okay, I just want to add a new column. In that column, I want to say that customer is the customer parent or not. I'll calculate it on, I want to add a column. So when I click on add column, I'll find some column which is conditional column, right? I'll click on it. Okay, I'll find it as is parent. So I want to rename the column as is parent. I'll find column name. So I want to find the total children column here. Operator, I want to find that if the total children is equals to the value of 0, then the customer obviously is parent or is parent. I will click it no only. Okay, So whenever the total children is 0, then it will show no. So is the parent, is the customer is parent, then I'll say no. When I add the same column, in that I'll say is greater than, or let's say greater than equal to 1. So now I'll say I'll add a value in the column as yes. If some other value is present other than that, then I'll say it is not applicable, and I click hit on OK. So here you can see whenever the children is 0, there is no parent. Is parent? No. Here also no. No, right? So this is how you can add a column based on a condition. There are multiple conditions given, so you can, right, based on, suppose I clicked on the occupation and these are the condition, and based on this condition you can calculate new column, right? Is equal to, less than, greater than. So these kinds of conditions are given over there. Okay, what other manipulation can we do? We want to, let's say I want to find this domain name adventure-works.com. So when I want to find it, I can go to add column, and the values present inside this email address column, and from that I want to extract this last domain name. So what I can do, I can go to the extract option wherever it is. Here it is in the general, you can go to extract, and in extract you can extract the data based on some delimiter. Okay, text after delimiter. What is delimiter? Delimiter is a separator. We have talked it already. Delimiter. So in our case, delimiter is at the rate. This is the separator for me to separate this rest of the part inside this text. So I'll use at the rate operator. In advanced setting, from the start of input, yes, scan for the delimiter from the start of the input, and then number of delimiter to skip. I don't want to skip any delimiter. I just want to find first, and the just extract the text after the first encounter of a delimiter. So that will be this at rate first sign. Okay, when I click on OK, it will auto name, that is text after delimiter. Okay, I have not selected the column actually. Okay, so what I'll do means I might have selected some other column. Let's go to setting. By the time I was choosing this option, I have not selected the appropriate column, which is email address. When I select this, then I go to extract. In this column, the text after delimiter, and my delimiter is at the rate sign, and in advance I don't want to change anything. If I want to find the at the rate sign from left, then I can go from the end of the input, right? But in this case it is exactly appropriate. And I click and go to here, text after delimiter is extracted, that is at the rate adventureworks.com. So I can rename it this value also for domain name. Okay, but you might wonder what is the use of this domain name. So there is no use of this domain name, but I have shown you that how we can extract the part of a text, right? So this is the one way. We have other ways also. We can find the text inside any string by using DAX functions, right? Text DAX function, but this is the Power Query used to extract the text. Okay, gender, what do we have in gender values? NA. So what NA means, there are no values actually in this. They have not mentioned any gender for this respective records. So that's why they have appropriated the NA value. Marital status, male, married and single. All looks good. Birth, last name, first name. Okay. We can create one column. Okay, we can create it by using DAX functions only. Backend में हमें इतना ही extract, basically there are other options also. You can extract first character, last character, एक रेंज प्रोवाइड कर सकते हो, डिलीमीटर से पहले बाद में वो कैरेक्टर्स ले सकते हो, बिटवीन का भी, ठीक है. सो दिस इज द वे यू कैन एक्सट्रैक्ट द कैरेक्टर. Okay, and when you go to, let's go to product lookup, and let's see what can we do here. Okay, so this again, we can add a new column on the products queue. In products queue there are a lot of information given about the product SKU. That product SKU is nothing but the tag given to that product. So HL, SO, HL, CA, LI. Okay, these are the different SKU stock keeping units, and I want to just access this SKU type, right? So is it BK, is it FR, is it RW? So I want to find this different SKU types. So what can I do? I can add a column. I can always extract. So I want to add a new column. That's why I'm clicking on the add column. Otherwise, if you want to transform this column and just keep the HL, SO, CA values, then you can go to transform, and again you can go to extract option over here. Extract, the same operation can be done over here. Let me show you. I want to just find the text before delimiter. In this case our delimiter is hyphen. As you can see, for any value the hyphen is provided over here, right? Here also, so I found that there are some delimiters given as a hyphen. So I want to find the text before the delimiter. So I'm clicking on it. Again I'll get with a pop-up, what is your delimiter? So it is hyphen is my delimiter. I go to advanced settings, and let's try from the start of the input. Yes, I want to find the from the start of the input. I don't want to skip any of the. Let's try and manipulate this. If you click first one, then it will skip first hyphen and go to the second hyphen and extract the entire text before the hyphen, which was skipped by one step. That is the output, right? But you don't want that, right? I want the HLSOCA, that one. So here I'll go and say that don't skip any characters, just find the first occurrences, right? So in this case you're seeing that data inside the column is being manipulated or extracted or transformed. So no new column is added, and the important data has been removed, erased. So that I don't want, right? I want to add the product SKU type into next column. So that's why, always be focused or be into, uh, be alert that what you're doing, transforming the column or adding a new column, right? Give me a second. Hello. Yes, ma'am. So where were we? We were about to extract the SKU, product SKU type, right? We were exactly up to remove extracting the product SKU type. When I go to add column, I go to extract, and exactly I want to add a column and extract the text before delimiter, and my delimiter is hyphen. I go to advanced settings 0, and I click OK, and I get the data extract. That is SKU. So this is my SKU type. Okay, I can ask it as product, mark it as product SKU type. Good. What else can we do? We can do a lot of things, right? We just need to look for the data inside this. So this is a product style. So what does that 0 represent? MUW, that might be zero 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 zeros. Okay, so there are some zeros given inside here, so we can transform that column and mark the zero values as NA, right? So say, because I have this text data type, and inside that I find there are some zeros, right? So that is not O only, that is zero. So there is difference between 0 and O. Let me show you. If I keep, I cannot change the data directly, right? I have to. Okay, this is a U, right? So let's try and transform the column where I want to replace the zero value, right? So let's just sake of comparing this value, I want to replace the U with zero, with O only, okay? U with O, and that will show me the difference between O and zero, right? This is O, this is zero, this is O with this is zero, right? So we will just go here. Otherwise, I can go and just remove the step so that we can. Now we are clear that this is zero only. That is not O. So in the text column, you're finding zero values. I just want to replace that value with NA, right? So zero means nothing in this data. I'm going to replace values. Then I go to find values. I want to find zero. Then I want to replace with NA, right? Advanced syntax again. Match entire cell content, replace using special character. I don't want to replace with special characters. I'll keep it as it is, and there we go. We find we have replaced successfully any, 0 with any, right? Product size again, so there are a lot of product sizes given over here. We can mark this, or we can replace this value inside the text DAX columns, DAX values, right? When we use DAX values, not here only. Okay, what else can we do? So these are the basic transformations we can do inside the Power Query by using some extract data, replace value, okay, fill values, split column. I want to split. It will just split the column based on some delimiter again, right? So in this case, I don't find any split values. Product price. So product price and product cost, we can go and find these values, replace these values in front end only. Product subcategories, I don't think there we can do much. It's clean data only. Territory lookup, it's clean again. Returns data, clean again. Okay, merge and product, merge product. Okay, we have merged this data, right. It means we have seen append, and we have seen that merge column also. And okay, I think we're good to go to the front end and do rest of the part in front end using DAX formulas, functions, right? Before that, I just want to go to check the date values. Okay, start of month, start of quarter, start of week. Okay, then day name, month name, right? Good to go, good to go, right? So everything is okay. Most of the data is clean inside these tables, but we will see, right, step by step how to manipulate by using different steps, right? Pivot column, convert to list, moves. These are basic options, right? So it is just that the selected column, suppose I have selected this day name, so it is asking me to where do you want to move it. So these are basic options only. Unpivot, we will see it in we'll import one data where we will see that pivot unpivot, right? Again, transpose, it will just convert the rows into columns and columns into rows. Reverse rows count, so use first row as header, group by. Okay, so we are good to go. We just close and apply this thing, right? How long it's been? Let me check. ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं होना चाहिए video. It's been 20 minutes. Okay, for this video, for this lecture, we can keep this video of this length only. आज के लिए इतना ही करते हैं. Next video में again will come with another steps. What is next only? अभी थोड़े मॉडल्स बनाएंगे हम ठीक है, डेटा के मॉडल्स क्रिएट करेंगे। डेटा के जब मॉडल्स क्रिएट करेंगे तो उसके लिए जो फंक्शनैलिटी चाहिए, सो वो सारी फंक्शनैलिटी हम मॉडल में डिस्कस करेंगे। उसके बाद डैक्स देखेंगे मल्टीपल फंक्शंस यूज करके, राइट। सो वी हैव कवर्ड अप टू 25% ऑफ द पावर BI, राइट, 20 to 25%। सो स्टिल अगर आप यहाँ पे आए हो, यहाँ तक देख रहे हो आप, तो आई थिंक आपको कुछ ना कुछ फायदा हो रहा है। सो प्लीज मेक sure you subscribe this channel and see you in the next video.